What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA. All right, check it out, man. So Disney had its earnings call today, as you guys probably already know. It didn't go very well. The stock price is plummeting as we speak. And the situation is always Bob Iger, okay? He is the beginning, middle, and end of all the problems with Disney. If you want to solve the problems, Disney, you got to solve the Bob Iger issue, all right? Bob Iger's the problem. He's going to keep spinning the same BS, quality over quantity. He's been saying that line for years. And it doesn't change anything because we never get this quality that Bob is always talking about. Oh, we got to slow down on the quantity and we got to push quality. I'm going to ask you a question. You got Lucasfilm in your hot hands, Bob Iger, okay? How come your quality over quantity didn't really work with Willow? You only made one of those, all right? It didn't work with Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. You only made one Indiana Jones movie. And it wasn't a quantity problem, was it? It was a quality problem all the way through. You just don't have the good writers, the good directors, the good storytellers to bring all of these things to life. And you're super woke and ideologically driven to the point that you don't really give a damn if these things fail or whatever. You did your job. You pushed the agenda. And that's all that matters for Bob Iger. So that's why, again, all of this is just bullshit. All right. Oh, that's the new plan. We're going to push quality. Well, again, what's stopping you from pushing quality right now? You can push quality and quantity. Go hire good people. No, I'm too busy hiring woke writers. Yeah, exactly. You want to hire all of these woke idiots, these jackasses that just want to push an agenda. That's what you care about. You are not so much concerned about all of this quality like you claim. And so all of this stuff, it just falls on deaf ears. And I think people are finally starting to catch on because this is the stock price today. Let me zoom out a little bit so y'all can see. I was looking at this earlier and just cracking up, all right? This is the stock price since the last month, all right? It's down 10% over the last month. And you can see it just the run up to this earnings call, right? Just look at this. I'm going to zoom in on that, all right? This thing was down at about $110 on Wednesday of last week. But then people started buying it. It's like, okay, we're going to go up to $112 on Thursday. And then on Friday, it went up to $113. And then even up until Monday, right? All the way up to $116. People were like in anticipation that, okay, we're going to get some good news out of this earnings call. This earnings call is going to take Disney up to the moon, right? And what happened? Boo! All right, all the way down to, what is it now? $105, all right? 105 per share. That's basically where we're at. This is what Disney is. And look, if you go back even further, right? If you go back to the 6 months link, all right? This is what Disney has been doing all year. Like, it's just been a roller coaster. It was all the way down here in like the 80s and shit, right? All the way down here in the 80s, and then it starts to climb up. It has a big jump because of this, this Epic Games partnership that they announced, all right? That's when it jumped and spiked all the way up to 110, and it kind of maintained that for the most part, even peaking out at $122. And again, that was April 2nd, right before the earnings call or the shareholders meeting, where they basically just gave Nelson Peltz the cold shoulder. And it's kind of just been downhill ever since. Again, a little growth up and before the earnings call and then done, all right? So, yeah, if you was buying, Disney stock all up in this area right here, all up in this last point before this date, if you were buying Disney stock thinking that it did something, yeah, right now you ain't feeling too good. You're a little upset. But again, this is what Bob Iger is, man. He is a charlatan. He is a politician. This guy don't give a damn about the content that he's pushing out there, in terms of Star Wars, in terms of Marvel, in terms of Pixar, Disney princesses. He is here for the agenda, and that's it. So all of this little bullshit, this, political talking point that he just wants to spit out there, again, he's been saying it for years. This isn't changing. Bob Iger will never change. I hope people are aware of that. All right. So every time you hear this man say this, I want y'all to, you could probably do a drinking game off of this. How many times over the past few years has Bob Iger said something about quality over quantity? I'm going to Google. Let me check that out. Okay. Now look, here we go. Okay. This is November of 23. Disney execs talk quality over quantity. All right. At Bob Iger's town hall. All right, here we go. Another one. This is on the wrap. Disney to cut quantity and cost of upcoming films focused on improving quality. All right. And this is what? This is August of 23. All right, check out this article. This is on CNN. This is March of 2023. Disney boss Bob Iger talks about the future of Marvel, Star Wars, ESPN, and Hulu. What's the first talking point you can see? There it is. Quality over quantity. Iger said that Disney looks to cut back on costs and associated with producing television and films. The company will focus quality over quantity. And then, yeah, look at this one, all right? This is on CNBC, February of 2020. Disney Plus will never be what I call a pure volume play, Disney CEO Bob Iger says. It will be about high-quality branded content. Here's what he has to say about streaming competition. All right, so let's listen to what he actually said, the words out of this man's mouth.
Clearly, those brands, Disney and Pixar and Marvel and Star Wars and National Geographic, are resonating, which, as we've said at the beginning, gives us the ability to focus more on quality, high-quality branded content for the service, and less on volume. We will continue to add. We've got a lot coming up. We just had a spot in the Super Bowl for 3 new original Marvel series. Mandalorian will come back in October. We have more Star Wars series in development. There are a lot of original movies. So that will continue, and there will be growth in investment in original content. But this will never be what I'll call a pure volume play. It will be about high-quality branded content.
And yeah, again, Bob Iger says Disney will always prioritize content quality over volume. Again, this is this guy's talking points over the last 3 to 4 years. This is all he ever does. He keeps promising that we're going to get all of this great quality. And then we end up with getting, Willow, the Marvels, right? He's been saying this stuff. We end up with The Little Mermaid. We just end up with junk. We end up with shit. We don't end up with the quality that this guy promises. We end up with Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. We end up with Peter Pan and Wendy. We end up with all of these runoffs, these sequels, these reboots, these remakes. None of this stuff works. It's just all garbage. All of it is garbage. And that's because of the man you see right there, Bob Iger. Again, it always starts at the top. And Bob Iger will be quick to throw everybody else up under the bus. He threw Nia DaCosta under the bus. He threw Bob Chapek under the bus. Whoever he could throw under the bus to say, oh, no, it ain't me. No. Don't blame Bob Iger. I'm Big Bad Bob. Don't blame me. Like, bro, you the CEO. The buck's supposed to stop with you. Everybody is supposed to be like, yo, Bob, what are we supposed to do, Bob? Quality over quantity. Like, that's all he can say. Again, when you hire woke ideologues to make your crap, like Kevin Feige, Marvel studio boss has acknowledged that the MCU has been going through a rough time. Yeah, no shit, Kevin. I wonder why. Yeah, you're a part of the problem too. You went full MCU. And so, we saw the rough time. And look, they think that after Deadpool, right? Let me show you this real quick. Marvel studio bosses Kevin Feige and Louis D'Esposito have acknowledged that the Marvel Cinematic Universe has been going through a rough time in a new interview, right? So the interview they're talking about was on Empire Magazine. Studio heads Kevin Feige, Louis D'Esposito, they said they're going through a rough time, but they both believe that this year's Deadpool and Wolverine will mark a turning point for the franchise. I don't think it will. I think it's going to do good money. I think it's going to make its money. It'll be just fine. But I think that's more because of Deadpool and Wolverine and less because of something that Marvel Studios did. That's all stuff from Fox. And basically Fox is going to come over here and, and kind of help the Marvel, and Disney, box office this year. Yeah, like this guy says, if we had just stayed on top, it would have been the worst thing that could have happened to us, says D'Esposito. We took a little hit, but we're coming back strong. Yeah, really? Have you seen Echo? How did that do? How did the Marvels do? That's coming back strong. You got one movie that people care about in the next year and a half. Everything else, people are just like, whatever, bro. All right, I'm not interested. Maybe when you do too much, you dilute yourself a little bit. We're not going to do that anymore. We learned our lesson. Maybe 2 or 3 films a year and 1 or 2 shows, as opposed to doing 4 films and 4 shows. Well, see, again, none of this shit matters. You could do 4 films and 4 shows, and if all 4 films and all 4 shows are well written, well directed, great storytellers, not woke, not a bunch of ideological BS shoved into your face, if you do that, it's fine. At the very worst, it's just average content. But you guys have just been churning out dog shit. You could churn out 2 or 3 films a year and 1 or 2 shows, and they could all be bad. So I'm not getting what this guy is talking about. As for Feige, he now sees the MCU as the underdog. Really? That's how they're going to spin it, y'all. Oh, we're the underdog, okay? The MCU, who cracked off 2 back-to-back $2 billion movies. We're the underdogs, right? You gotta be fucking kidding me, man. This stuff is hilarious. It's nice to be able to rally behind one feature project this year. I'm much more comfortable being the underdog. I prefer to be able to surprise and exceed expectations. Yo, we expect Deadpool. Deadpool's gonna be fine. You know, I just don't think it'll make $1 billion. I don't think it's gonna do that, because it's a rated R movie. Parents ain't coming like, I don't know if I'm taking my kid to see this. You know, I'm pretty sure with the cameos that are coming in, it's going to have like a nostalgia feel to it, like Spider-Man No Way Home. It's going to have that kind of feel to it. So a lot of people that were fans of the X-Men franchise, they'll come in, flock in, they'll check it out. But exceed expectations. I think it's going to meet expectations. Expectations probably somewhere in the $800, $900 million range. I just don't think it'll ever crack $1 billion, but it could. You never know. So it does seem like the last year, which has not been ideal, has set us up well for that. Yeah, I mean, anything is better than last year, right? Man, I mean, good God. Some of the lines that Ryan and his writers and Sean worked on have taken on more of a meaning, he added, referring to Wade Wilson declaring himself Marvel Jesus in the Deadpool and Wolverine trailer. Look, there's no saving this, okay? Get this straight through your heads right now, all right? There is no saving what's going on over there until you start firing people. I don't understand, like, anybody else on any other job, you're not doing your job. Yeah, you might get a little grace, but I mean, after all that they've been doing with Phase 4 and Phase 5, there should be heads rolling, all right? There should be heads rolling over at Lucasfilm. Yeah, yo, I'm sorry, you're gone. Goodbye, fired. Why are you still here? Here's a box, pack it up, get your ass out of here. We need to make money. We are turning these franchises, these money-printing franchises, into utter dog shit. You guys are gone. But they're not doing that, man. They're not doing that. Yeah, let's look at what's upcoming for Marvel, all right? Let's see how well Marvel's going to do since they think they're going to turn things around. All right, I think Daredevil Born Again, you know, solid. I think people are looking forward to that, all right? Yeah, how many people are looking forward to Ironheart? You guys looking forward to Ironheart? I can't wait for Ironheart to come out. All right, Agatha, how many people are looking forward to this? This is coming up next. After Deadpool is this. Is anybody looking forward to this? Hell no. All right, these guys are crazy. Now, Captain America, Brave New World. How many people are looking forward to this? They're reshooting this bullshit as they speak, and they still can't get it right. Everybody's like, nah, this thing ain't it. This ain't it, bro. Yeah, so, I mean, that you got that. Thunderbolts. How many people are looking forward to Thunderbolts? How many people are, oh, my God, I'm bated breath. I can't wait till Thunderbolt. Nobody. Not a damn soul, man. Blade. Now, I'm looking forward to Blade, okay? I think Blade, if they do what they say they're going to do and just go back to Blade killing vampires, I'm in. I'll be down with this. Mahershala Ali, great actor. Okay. I like Blade as a character. I'm hoping this is good. I'm hoping they nail it. They got a good writer. All right. The guy that wrote Logan. All right. I'm like, all right, man, just don't drop the soap. Okay. Just don't drop the soap, please, man. Then you get to Marvel Phase 6. Yeah. Fantastic Four. How many people are looking to Fantastic Four? How many people can't wait for the Fantastic Four? You know, with the female Silver Surfer, right? Armor Wars. Does anybody care about Rhodey anymore? All right? Avengers 5, we don't even know what the hell it's going to be about. It won't have Kang in it. It's not the Kang Dynasty anymore. You know? And then, yeah, finally we get to Secret Wars. Like, what did we see? Like, maybe like 12 projects on there? How many of those are you looking forward to? Like, I'm hype. I can't wait. Maybe 2 or 3. You know? Secret Wars, but we still don't even know what it is. So yeah, I think this whole idea that they're going to turn this ship around for Marvel or for any property over there at Disney is a laugh. It is an absolute joke. There is no way in hell they're going to turn this thing around because, again, you got Bob Iger, all right? You got Mr. Quantity over Quality guy, all right? This dude right here is the guy messing it all up. Best believe that. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this situation. Jump down in the comments. Give me your thoughts and opinions on that. And thanks for watching. See you next time.